Hey there, you degenerates, me here, aka LaZW4fuHunter, and today we're going to be taking a look how to maximize your summoning potential for the Awakening system. So, as you know, the Awakening system relies on dupes. It might change later on, it might not, so we'll see. They require dupes to move your characters beyond the current stars that they have. So, as you know, we have our maximum up to the 6-star system, and then when you awaken them, their stars reset down to 1, and then the maximum up for the awakening system is 5 stars, which is level 50. So a lot of people that are going to be day 1 will have the advantage because they have a lot of resources to really go on, and also they can take advantage of the amount of souls that they have and pretty much easily awaken lower tier units. For those that are starting the game and are free to play, it's best to just save up your resources for characters that you want, and we are getting some pretty good characters later on like Rock and Adelaide. So first things first, the number 1 rule is to save your rubies. Saving your rubies is a basic common sense thing for any gacha. It's considered the premium currency. You know, every gacha has a different terms of premium currency, because once you save your rubies, you can summon on the banner, and the best way to really benefit a lot from the system is try to at least get to 20 or 30k on your ruby count, because you could just hit a mass summon there and then you were pretty much getting a lot. A better way to do so is for those that have started since day 1 and have almost every character in the game, or those that do have every character in the game, wait for at least 2 or 3 new units that will come into this unified banner or the collabs. Reason is because the rates are not that great. You know, it really depends on someone's experience, but whatever character you choose will get their rate up. So as you can see here, these are the characters that I chose for rate up because I like using these characters, and also I'm trying to build a fully awakened team. So you pick your characters, you look at their rate. Best have a 3% rate, and then those that you picked have a chance up of a 0.3%, while everything else has a 0.075% chance. Those that are at the lower star that are not FES are pretty much a usual 7%, and then if you pick them, then they get a higher rate up, etc, etc. So you know the drill on here. It's not guaranteed that you'll get the characters that you want. You just have to pick with what you can get. That's as much as we can really accept in this new system. So before we go to the free-to-play way, you know, we'll take a look at what whales and dolphins can really, you know, pick on terms of saving. If you don't want to buy any of the packs, go down to the normal package shop, go to subscriptions, and as you can see here, I did buy the 28 days ruby pack, the one that has the memory selector, because I have pretty much steeled my resolve and said, you know what, just fuck it, I will just go ahead and get it so I can at least get some benefits out of it. And also because I have actually talked to a couple Japanese players, and they actually have a more open mind compared to global, certain people in global. So you know, I decided, let me see where this game is taking me. You know, I'll just keep supporting it as little as I can, see what I can do. So you can buy the $10 ruby package, the $5 ruby package, and the $27 ruby package, and you're looking at around a $40 let's see here, it'll be around $40 for the just the 2, but it'll go beyond $40 if you buy the $5 one, which is the per week thing. You know, it's the total amount of investment, but you'll see an increase in ruby count, which is around 360 rubies a day, which is very good. You can easily get up to a multi within a span of 3 days, or you know, if my maths is right. If my maths is right, you can get a multi up to 3 days. Now, if you're not planning to purchase rubies, there are alternative ways to gain like them in a more free to play environment, and it benefits everybody. So we'll go down to match. First of all, we'll take a look at Infinite Battle. Infinite Battle, we both have a low and high cost, you know, variations of them. And if you're not slacking on both, which I actually am slacking on one and not the other, say for example, we'll go down to the higher tier one, which is the unlimited cost. You pretty much can see that the most that you can get up to will be Platinum 1. So if I finish up my Saturday and Sunday, which is the other 2 days before reset, then I can get up to at least 640 rubies. And then if you're doing the lower cost one, then you're getting another 640 rubies, which is already 1,280 rubies a week. That's pretty much a large amount. And then if you're saving up your dailies, aka your monthlies, then you're pretty much getting at least up to around 2 to 3 multis, depending on, that's already 2 to 3 multis depending on if you're saving or not. Other thing is that championship, I'm not doing this week's championship for a reason. I'm not a big fan of using gold units, even though I have a lot of gold units invested. Thing is that I don't have enough gold invitation, and I stupidly used all my memories together, so I don't have any usable gold units to really awaken these characters. So if you are a good PvP player and then you reach up to, the most that I would say is stick to gold 1. Well, not gold 1, but at least around gold 5 to 4, because you're still getting a good decent ruby count if you're able to. Silver 1's not that bad, but you want to at least try to aim higher. Gold 5 is the most acceptable way that you can pretty much still gain benefits from the system. You're not really going to get high up beyond gold 5 or silver 1 due to people probably either being better than you or they have better characters than you. So keep that in mind. Unless you are confident enough to really climb, I would suggest staying around gold 5 and 4 just to be safe, just to keep on your ruby count. 300 to 350 rubies a week is not that bad, and this mode can be very competitive. So next we have is time attack challenge. Don't slack on this. You're getting at least 100 rubies a day depending on your timing. Most of people's average time will be around a minute and 40 seconds. That's still around marginal close to 100 rubies, so that's another 100 rubies per week. And then once the weekends opens up, that's when the time attack master opens, and that's another 100 rubies down added to the count. Because master's no longer based on rank, it's based on the amount of time that you got in the mode. So that's efficiently around 100 rubies a day up until the weekend. Then it's at least 200 for the last 2 days. Next is league match. League match is a lower variation. It's something that you shouldn't really go gung-ho on. It's something that you just upkeep. I tend to stick around like just gold because it's a lot easier for me to just manage, and because I do work, I don't really gain a lot from just climbing up. So the season reward for me gold wise is that I'm getting 160 rubies a week. It's not bad, it's still something. However, because I have the packs and stuff, it's still adding to my ruby count. So if you add everything together, you're at least getting around like 3 to 4 multis, give or take, a week. That's pretty much good. Your main focus, however, is to gain up to at least 20 or 30k multis, and if you're very patient, you can get up to it really easily. So with that, we've got still some other modes that you can still do to gain some rubies, and that's basically down to the team relay, and this is pretty much another source of rubies. And if you do all 3 and get a good score on all 3, then you pretty much can maximize out more on ruby count. And the wonderful thing about this is that when you first run these the team relay events, you're actually getting a lot of rubies on the first run. I think the maximum that you can get up to is at least around close to 2,000 rubies. So if it's your first time and you have your teams built up and you are confident to run these, and it's still pretty good to run these, you're looking at 2,000 rubies per relay. And then once you finish off, and then just pretty much just auto clear it every week, you're getting a marginal of at least around 1,000 rubies. So that's another type of, like, you know, ruby count that's just adding into your thing, and that's already what, 5 multis, that's 50 multis. So that's maximizing out your potential. And then of course, don't forget to do your dailies and also logging in, which, you know, if you go down to the check and login, as we have an event, I'm getting 500 rubies tomorrow. And then if you do your everyday, you're also getting tokens. You know, try to at least save these tokens. These tokens are pretty good. That's all I can say. But however, there's a problem though. Because we are using temporary rubies, if you try to do a multi, you can't really use those temporary rubies for the multi. Reason is because these gold tokens will be top priority first. And speaking of gold tokens, this is addressed to whales and dolphins. If you go down to normal packages, you go down to your weekly, you have a choice to buy gold tokens per week, you know, and that's another good investment. So, you know, every month you're getting 1 gold token, and then every week you're getting two variations of gold tokens. Same with the monthly, and that's pretty much good on saving up. So if you're doing this, if you are buying these tokens every week, then you should be getting close to around, let's see here, 1, 2, 4, 5, maybe like 4 or 5 like easy multis, and you add that to your ruby count, you're pretty much maximizing out on your rubies overall. And there is one more place that you can get the summoning tickets. Like, yeah. So if you go down to exchange, go down to always, go to Soul Dust Exchange Shop, and you can pretty much just use whatever to buy these soul tickets. This one down here is pretty much just AP, but these two over here I maximize and just buying out 3. You get 3 per day, and then if you're very patient, within 30 days you can get up to I'm trying to work my maths here. 30 days you can get up to 90 tickets a month. That's close to 100 summons, and if you add that to your ruby count, that's pretty much enough to at least like allow you to get a fest unit or 2, depending on your luck. And then if you go down to your guild exchange, you can also buy tickets per day with your, if you are basically donating per day and doing all the missions, you can at least get one of these tickets at least once a week, because these things refresh on daily, and of course you're not going to be getting these on a daily basis. So with that said, that's basically it. I mean, there's really nothing else to go on. Oh wait, arena. All right, I forgot. Arena you can also use for exchange. Arena 2, arena coins. Let me see here if championship has it. Nope, championship doesn't have it. League, because they changed up league. Also, if you want to get all-star tickets, then league's another good place where you can get some tickets to at least try for a chance for a fest card or any other card within the gacha pool. This is pretty good for any level of, you know, saving. So that's basically it. I mean, if you just save up your rubies from now on after this ruby event, and then go for and then save your tickets, save your tokens, you'll have a big bundle amount to summon, and you pretty much will get the units that you need to awaken. Because as of right now, the awakening system, if you're trying to awaken all these units at once, you're going to be overwhelmed, because it's one of those things that you have to really micromanage what you're really doing in this game. So with that said, that'll be all you degenerates, and I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe.